Hey guys, Caleb Brown here. This week I want to talk to you about the best way to approach your boss, to approach your supervisor on asking for more responsibility and more money. Okay, it's a question we get frequently, and what I tell people is, as long as you should do this. You should approach them if you want to continue growing and want more responsibility, want more compensation, and you're not having regularly scheduled reviews, which you should be having. You should approach them. And if you take the approach of gratitude and thankfulness and professionalism and respectful and humility, and whatever words you say, if that's your general nature, okay, and you're approaching it from that humility, that humble mindset, okay, you're going to have much more likelihood of success versus busting in there saying, hey, here's a salary survey I just printed off. Here's what I think I should be making. What gives? And I've seen people take both approaches. So simply ask to set a time on your supervisor's calendar. I'd like to set a time. What works best for you? Here are the few things that I'd like to talk about. And then even send them a more formal proposal or agenda before you actually talk to them. Because one thing that I've learned is firm owners don't like to be what they feel like railroaded or bait and switched or whatever it is on this. So that way everybody's going in, you know the agenda, you know what you're talking about, you know what you want to get accomplished, versus going in there and them feeling like maybe they're caught out in left field or something. So, and it behooves you to make sure they're prepared so you actually can, get them in a room and help get them to make a decision on your career, your comp, or whatever it is. So once you have that time established, prepare and then make your case. Hey, here's what I've been working on, here's what I've been doing, here's how long I've been here, here's that value that I think I'm adding. What do you guys think? I mean, is this working out? Here's where I'd like to go. And then approach it as, what do I need to do in your eyes at this firm to get to this level? Okay, whether it's title or comp or responsibility. What do I need to work on? What skill do I need to acquire? What could I do better? Notice how you're putting it on yourself, not saying, well, the firm should pay me this because I've been here. So remember, the way the firm owners look at it is, what value are you bringing? Okay? And sometimes if there's lack of communication, there's sometimes differences on, hey, I think I'm bringing this value, firm owner thinks you're not bringing as much value, and you need to talk about that if you're going to be there long term. So tell them what you're interested in. Hey, I really love working with the Wilsons and the Smiths and the Jones and these types of clients, and is there a way I can work with more of those clients? Or, hey, I had some success going out and getting a few clients. Is there any way we can carve some of this off? And is there any way we can restructure my compensation to maybe help reward me on some of that when I'm bringing in revenue and that's really not my primary responsibility? All those things. And as long as you remain respectful, humble, professional, and just thankful and coming at it from a sense of gratitude, most firm owners are very receptive to this, and you can have a productive dialogue. And if they're not receptive, that might be a red flag that maybe it's not a good long-term fit. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.